Hi guys, so today is March 15, 2023, and I'm having a principal interview with GEC. It's Brevard School District. I don't know which school yet, but I am currently nervous as I was just informed yesterday that I will be having this principal interview. I am so excited. At the same time, I am nervous. I don't know if I cannot say if I am totally ready for this, but this is what I've been praying for. And I believe that God is gonna be with me tonight, and hopefully, I will get a job offer soon. Hopefully with this school district, and it's in Florida, by the way. So I have heard that in Florida the housing accommodation is quite expensive, but the rest is affordable, like the food and utilities. So I think we can live with what God will provide with us, and He will not put us into a situation wherein we will things will be hard for us to cope. Okay, and hopefully my husband and my baby is gonna be with me as I go there in the US. We can go all together, the three of us, and I'm just hoping for the best. And of course, we're open to criticisms, to the negative result, but still, I am hoping for the positive. So I'm just keeping my faith. Okay, so I'm just reviewing some of the answers, or just should I say refreshing some of the answers that I have written before. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you my setup for today. Here's my cell phone. Okay, the laptop ready, and I'm in corporate attire with matching shoes, of course. There, here, here's my shoes. Okay. So it's 8:28 p.m. and the interview is scheduled at 9 p.m. So I am just waiting for them in the waiting room, in the Zoom waiting room. So while I am waiting, I am just gonna refresh some of the questions and answers that we have prepared before. So I am really hoping for the best, and I hope I will be able to nail this interview. I am excited, and at the same time so nervous because I don't know what's gonna happen really, and I haven't had a time to review today because I've had a class and I had a terrible headache. So during lunchtime, I just slept and take a rest. And this afternoon, I have had a meeting with my co-teachers, so I didn't really have time to review the questions and answers. But yeah, I'm gonna refresh it right now, so I'll see you later. It's 8:54 and I am waiting for my interviewers. So I'm so nervous, but yeah. Leave me, Lord. Hello. Hi. I I think I cannot hear you. I cannot hear you.
No problem.
Oh yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, fantastic.
Thank you.
Recording in progress. How are you doing this morning?
I'm excited for this interview. At the same time, a little nervous.
Don't be nervous. My name's Rachel, and I work for Brevard Public Schools, so I'm glad to meet you. We're in Florida,
Wow.
so you know that you were interviewing for a job in Florida?
Yes, I've had an idea because I've read from the email.
Great. Not far from Walt Disney World where we are, so that's fun.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's nice to meet you and to see you this morning. Thank you for your time. I am a district level director, and so I support schools in our elementary schools, and I work with the elementary schools, and we are looking to hire more TPG cultural exchange teachers to assist next year. So I'm really excited to chat with you today.
Yes, it's nice to meet you, Miss Rachel. And my name is Nieva Christine Sangko. I'm from the Philippines.
Great.
Yeah.
Yes, I saw that. You know, I have some good friends that are from Cebu,
Cebu.
the island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cebu.
Yeah. So, a little bit.
Oh.
It looks like you've been teaching first grade and second grade.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, fantastic. So I'm just going to ask you a couple questions about teaching, and then if you have any questions for me, you can ask me some questions about what it's like to teach over here in the States. Can you tell me first a little bit about how you teach reading to your first graders?
Oh yes, teaching reading here in the Philippines, in my school specifically, I am very active when it comes to reading programs because I've done like online reading sessions with my students, with my first grade students. And it's quite a challenge actually because it's their first time to be exposed in books, in formal setup. So we do like we call it here the Marungko style. We have like a strategy where we teach sounds first, the letter sounds like the and then we try to pair them. I mean two letters like ma, and then we combine to three or more letters. And I think my advocacy as a first grade teacher is really into teaching reading. So yeah, that's a great question.
Good, thank you. And then tell me a little bit, because you teach all subjects. In our elementaries, it's the same. So the elementary teacher teaches reading, mathematics, science, and social studies. Can you talk to me a little bit about how you teach mathematics and how you work with little ones learning math?
Yeah, so we also do the same in my country. We teach all subjects as first grade teachers. So I teach them math. Like I incorporate playing. Like I have some little games when it comes to math because as a student I find math like it's instilled in my mind that oh, math is a hard subject. So I don't want my students to feel that way. I want them to feel math is like an exciting subject. So I use counters like the popsicle sticks, some stones, some marbles, and some things that I can use like their pencils if it is not needed. Yes.
I love it. I used to love that when I taught first grade, teaching the measurement with non-standard, like how many pencils is the table. That's
yes,
great.
That's
I
correct.
love that.
Yes.
That's really good. Can you talk to me a little bit about classroom management and how you, work with all of the busy little bodies of first graders and get them to follow the rules?
Yes, first graders are full of energy. So when you present to them an activity, they get so excited that they keep on moving, and you're not done with the instruction yet, but they're all excited. What I do is I let them sit down first, and then I tell them gently that you have to listen to teacher first. I know you are excited with the materials that you can see, so you have to listen to my instruction first, and then I give my instructions clearly, like there was one time I told them, okay, you do this puzzle without any more instructions. So they were uneasy. I mean, uncontrollable. They went out of control. So I've learned from that as first graders, you must tell them. What's the first thing that they're gonna do, what's the next thing, what are the things that they cannot do, what are the things that they should do. You have to be clear with the instructions. So like I do that all the time, like in doing some worksheets. I tell them, I teach them how to pass their papers, the proper way to do it, the step-by-step procedure. So I model it to them first so that they will understand. And yeah, it works for me. It works for my class.
Fantastic. That modeling is so important.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, that is really good. Now, in the U.S., our teachers work really collaboratively with each other to plan the units of instruction, to look at what assessments they're going to use. Can you talk to me a little bit about your experience with collaborating with other educators?
Yes, I think we cannot stand alone as a teacher because we don't know all the things that's in there. So we learn from each other. So during the our break here, we have like a lax session within our school, and we work with our grade with teachers in our grade levels. So we try to brainstorm what are the things that works for you, what are the things that works for the other teacher, and the best practices and the things that we've learned from what we were doing in our class. So we share ideas, and yeah, I am open to new ideas, and I love to learn new things because I think as a first grade teacher you must never run out of ideas because if they're not doing anything, they're just gonna make some noise, and that's gonna make you feel like, am I good enough as a teacher, am I doing my best? So you need to have a lot of activities for them to do.
Yes, if they don't have anything to do, they'll find something to do.
That's correct. Yes, that's
Right?
true.
And it might not be
Yes.
the right thing. Well, that's great. What is your preferred grade level? You've taught grade 1 and grade 2. Are your grade 1 students like our kindergarten, or do you have kindergarten too? How old are your first graders?
Our first graders are 6 to 7 years old. We do have
Okay.
kindergarten in the Philippines too. Yeah, so
Okay, so it's very similar.
yes,
In the
yes, very
U.S. would
similar.
be the same.
Yes.
Is that your preferred grade?
Yes, I am passionate about first grades, those little kids, those little boys and girls, because I you know you're I am growing old. Like I'm 37. I feel like each year I'm growing old. So with being with the first grades, you'll never gonna get old because you need to learn new things. You need to learn new ideas, strategies for them to work on. Yes,
Yeah, and their little brains are so fun.
that's
Well, it
right.
looks like you've got a lot of experience with that. Um, One of the things that I wanted to chat with the candidates is have the children in the United States can be very hyper, and sometimes there might be more hyper than students that live in other countries. Like I personally think that they can be a little hyper. So have you thought about coming, if you come over to the States and you've got these, culturally a little bit different, the kids are going to be a little bit different. What do you think about that? Have you given some thought to what that might be like?
Yes, actually, I've joined some groups and they share their experiences there in the US. So that gives me like a little bit of an insight of what's gonna be happening when I will be teaching in there. So I think I am open to challenges. And I know that's not gonna be easy, but as a teacher, we must be flexible, especially when it leads to an opportunity where we will grow and we will learn new things. So, yes, I think I am
Oh,
open.
good.
Yes,
Great. It sounds like you're a lifelong learner too, for sure.
yes.
You're finishing up your master's degree in instructional leadership or management.
Yeah, I am taking up a Master of Arts in Education, major in Educational Management. I've had my 45 units, so I just need the comprehensive exam and thesis to finish my studies.
Fantastic. Congratulations on
Oh,
that. That's
yes.
wonderful.
Thank you.
Do
Yes.
you have any questions for me about what this is going to be like and what Brevard County is like?
Yes, I have watched videos of the like an introduction of your school, and I feel like yeah, this school is challenging. It's not like
Yeah.
it's different from the setup that I am in here right now. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to learn, and I have list of questions actually.
Oh,
Yes.
good.
Okay.
We've got time.
Yes, okay. So the first thing that I wanted to ask will be what are the expectations or what are your expectations from an exchange teacher like me, like as a new member of your school?
Yeah. So this is going to be, you would be part of the next group. We have a group right now of cultural exchange teachers. They're working at four of our neediest schools for both, filling our vacancies and with some, challenging students. I want to be honest with you. Um, and what we are really looking for are teachers who are, open to the experience, who have sort of grit or, persistence. I think that is going to be really important. I also think that, open-minded, willing to learn.
Yes.
Obviously, every candidate that we meet through TPG, through cultural exchange, you all have amazing track records of being instructors. I think the biggest piece is the adapting to the cultural experience of what it's like in a U.S. school, where sometimes if our teachers like tell the students it's time to listen, they might not listen.
Yes.
Like you have to find the strategy.
Yeah,
Like
you
get
tell
the puppet
them.
out, sing the song.
That's right. What you tell them, they won't do it.
Yes.
That's just how first grades are, right?
It is just so no matter what country, I'm sure.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
they're
totally
just so silly.
right. Because when I tell my students, okay, you need to sit down and settle down first before. No, they
Yeah.
won't do that. They will do the opposite. So you need to do.
They will do the
Yes,
opposite.
that's right. When you have said about the adjustment and being open because I've grown in a family. I mean, I've when I graduated college, I seek for independence from my family because I grew up in a large family. Like I have seven siblings. I am the eldest, so
Oh,
we're
yeah.
eight
That's
children
big.
in the family.
Yeah.
Yo, so even if there are a lot of us in the family, my father and my mom are super protective. So they're always there by our side and whatever we do. So I seek for independence. Like when I graduated college, I seek for a job in another city. Like I live in the Visayas. If you have been to Cebu, I went to work to Luzon. So that's really far away from my home. So there are challenges because it was my first time to be away from my family, and I surpassed it. And the thing that I learned is independence because that's what I've been
Great.
looking for. Yeah. So I think I can adjust. But of
Yeah.
course, US is a different story because it's gonna be different culture, the language
Yeah.
and all. So yeah, the challenges are always there. So we need to be open to it.
Fantastic. Do you have any other questions?
Yes. Okay. The next one is what's your class size in Brevard?
Yeah, so our state has a law that we have class size average. So typically, first grade, we stop with 18. So how many kids do you have in your first grade?
Wow, 18. I have 42 students in my class right now. Yeah,
Isn't
this
that
is
amazing? You have almost 50. You have 42
Yes.
kids in your class. Yeah, so the most we would have if we didn't have enough teachers on a team would be about 23.
Wow.
You would never have 43.
The lowest number that I've handled is like 36. And
Oh my goodness.
the
Yes.
most that I've had is 55.
I can't even imagine 55.
Yeah.
Now, some of our schools only have 55 first graders in the whole school, and they'll have 3 teachers. So, yeah.
Wow. And
Yeah.
I am particular with the attendance. So most of my students really go to school because I want them to be there because every day is a
Good.
new learning. So
Yeah.
even if it's hard,
Fantastic.
yeah, I want them to learn.
Yeah, I love it.
I have another question. Is it okay?
Oh, sure.
Um,
Yeah, of course.
Do you have like the trainings or mentoring programs for your newly hired teachers?
We do. So you'll be in a new teacher induction group, which means you'll have a couple of full day trainings at the beginning of the year with all new teachers to Brevard. And then you'll have a school-based teacher mentor that will be with you for 2 years.
Wow.
And then we have lots and lots of PD. So there's lots of professional development that's offered both at the school. The school does its own professional development for about a week before school starts for pre-planning. And then throughout the year, there are professional development days. So there will be plenty of opportunities to learn and grow for sure. And we have been, with our cultural exchange teachers, really holding you guys close and making sure that you feel connection and, can navigate, because it's, you're moving somewhere new.
Yes.
You might not have a car right away.
Yes.
Figuring out how to get around. We are a very large school district. We have, our county is 70 miles long. So it's very, 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 we have 57 elementary schools. So,
wow.
lots.
But
Yeah.
that's fantastic to know that you have such trainings and professional development.
We're big on
trainings.
training.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So I'm gonna learn a lot of things.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, you would.
If ever. Okay.
Yeah.
The last one I think is oh, that's already it. Because the next question was supposed to be what are the programs for professional development? So
Okay, yeah, good. And then, we have specific, like our state, in order to do reading intervention, you have to have a reading endorsement. So we offer classes that help you get a reading endorsement. We offer classroom management classes, classes on how to work with students with special needs. So quite a bit
Yeah.
of opportunity for sure.
yes, that's a lot of opportunity. And I think English alphabet has different sounds. I mean, they have a lot of sounds, much more than what we have here in the Philippines. So that's one of the things that I am curious about, and I wanted to learn about it. So
Very good. And we have that support, and our curriculum that we use for reading is called Benchmark
benchmark.
Advance, and it has embedded professional development videos. So if you are struggling with the letter sound combinations, we have lots of support for that. So don't
Wow.
worry about that. And you were doing great. You did phonics at the beginning of this interview, so I'm not worried.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
awesome.
I think
How
I don't
does your
have
family feel about you going to the United States?
my family and my siblings. My siblings and my parents are all excited because I will
They
be
are.
the first one to go out of the country. First one in the family to
Yeah.
go out of the country. And my husband and my 2-year-old, I'm gonna bring them along with me if the visa sponsor will allow. So yes, I am excited for the new chapter of our lives. Our lives.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, it was lovely chatting with you. And if you have any questions, I think that you probably reach out to TPG, and they will help
Recording
you with
stopped.
this. And
Okay.
I'll let I'll let Deepali go. She probably has something to tell us next.
Yes, okay.
Mm.
No, you're good.
Thank you.
Okay, well, it was really great chatting with you. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
thank you so
for
much,
your
Miss
time.
Rachel.
Sorry, I drank my coffee.
It's
Have
okay.
a good
No
day.
problem. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thanks. Yep. Okay,
Thank
thanks.
you.
Yep. Bye bye.
Bye.